Whoop, there it is. What's up, you guys? I thought we would rock ourselves a little Sunday live stream here from inside of the shop. Are we good? All right. Let me pop out this chat, my friends. Hey-o. Hey, what's up, Alberta and Stella? How you guys doing? I spent my morning this morning editing up a couple of videos, and I was going to throw one up. I'm like, you know what? I haven't done a live stream in a little bit. Let's do a live stream. North Wet Coast. It's a good name. Hola, amigo. Awesome, you guys. So what are we doing? We're just hanging out. It is a stunning day outside. Like, beautiful. Let me show you how beautiful it is. Not like it really matters for the live stream, but can you see? It's like sunny as all heck out there. Oh man, I thought I shut it. Sorry, hold on, Crizzy's outside. We are here. I was wondering why I didn't shut. Mr. Cruz went running for the door. Okay, now I'm out of breath. Whew. Lisa Marie, thank you so much for the super chat. So, I'm out of breath. So, as you guys all know, I have Paul coming down to the USA. I shouldn't say coming. He's actually officially already across the border. So if you have a van and you're on the Oregon coast side, LA, San Diego side, and Arizona quartzsite side, and you have a van that you want filmed, email us at vancittyvanlife@vancityvanlife.ca. Did I pick an inflatable raft out? No, and I would not do an inflatable one because if I were to ever do a kayak or anything like that, I would do an actual hard kayak because I don't want to go through the hassles of inflating and deflating and trying to get it back into whatever I need in the van. Because those things, once you take them out of the package to get them back to the same size, that's a headache and a hassle I don't know if I really want to deal with. Is that Emmy's van? No, that's my ambulance, and that's my van. Emmy's back on the mainland, I think, or somewhere. She left us all alone here in the shop. Captain Short Bus, what a great name. Thanks for the super chat. I always look forward to your videos. When is your new merchandise? Good question. I do have some new merchandise coming out. We've just been so busy with so much stuff these days. I haven't had the chance to get my brain settled in and work on our website stuff. So that stuff will be coming before I leave on my summer trip. Am I going to sell my ambulance? Mr. Willie, make me an offer. Maybe. We'll see. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. So Mark the paint guy is coming out from Calgary to the shop here for a little bit, and I'm going to hire him to help me out with all the body work on the ambulance. So the whole thing needs to be sanded, and I got access to a paint booth here on the island, which is amazing. We actually have a paint booth not far from the shop here that I have access to using, which means once we get it prepped up and ready to go, I would like to hopefully get this thing painted before I leave on my summer trip. So Mark, the paint guy, will be taking care of that stuff for me. Jake, thank you so much. I appreciate it. My background is A1. It's all my toys. It is a good shot, isn't it? Yeah, I really. What are you barking at, Cruzy? Can you guys see him? You can't see him. I can't pick I'm on my big computer, so I can't. He's lying on the floor right on the other side there. When did I get the Vancity Van Life sticker on the windshield? That video is coming out. I've actually stickered up the whole van. There's a big one on the back, one on the side fender right there, one on the window. That video is coming up in a couple more days here. I'm ahead on videos probably by about 5 days. So you guys are about 5 days behind me when it comes to video content. Painted with Raptor liner? Absolutely not. Because I think we're just going to paint this one, like legitimately just paint it. So I have the hot polyurethane textured coating on mine, which Raptor liner is not. Raptor liner is good. I actually know someone who's got Raptor liner on their van. It does well, but it also comes off fairly easy. It's not as durable as spraying it with a hot polyurethane textured coating. There's a world of difference between those two. So with the ambulance, I just want to kind of do it right. So I'll either get it sprayed with the same stuff that's on my van, or it will just be painted in a nice smoky gray. Yeah, painting, and I don't know, for some reason I kind of want to paint it for some weird reason. I like that textured coating. I'm just not sure if that's the look I want for that thing. So another reason why is if I paint that one and I keep it, that means I can decal the whole thing all out and make that a great big channel advertisement. It's hard to do that with this. Like, we did some samples with sticking the stickers on that textured coating. Fingers crossed. When you see that video, you'll see the process it took me to get the sticker on that bumpy stuff, and we'll see if it lasts. It's been on there for a couple of days now, and so far hasn't come off yet. Where's my summer tour? Aaron, I am taking off to the north. As of right now, that's the plan. May 1st, I'm heading up to northern BC and heading into the Yukon. I'm stoked. That means this summer there may be some gaps and spaces in videos this summer because there's going to be some chances up there where I'm not going to get any cell service and or have access to a fast enough internet connection to upload without spending a week waiting. So this summer, I'm just going to go with the flow. If I miss a week worth of videos this summer, it's just going to the way it's going to have to be. I know the last time I went to northern BC, I rushed it. I rushed it because I didn't want to leave too much of a gap in videos. So I super rushed that section. Like, when I knew I had no service from here to here, I rushed that section, which should have taken me a week. I did it in like 2 days just to get back to cell service. Will I come to Edmonton? Maybe on my way back through, because I hear there's a van gathering in Drumheller, Alberta, late August. So I may go up there for May, June, and sorry, it's the end of July that meetup is. So I may go up May, June, July, and then come back through the top side of Alberta into Drumheller for some van meetup. I don't know the name of it. I didn't hear about it until the other day. So when I hear more, I'll let you guys know if I'm going to that gathering. And then if someone's in the area, do you guys want to come down to the gathering and meet? Great. So as far as I know, it's some kind of a nomad meetup of some kind, or an overland meetup. I don't even know. I got to stop talking. Sorry, guys. You guys see me right? It's weird on this thing because my camera is way up here, like up there. Like, in order for me to look you guys, that's even weird. The camera's right there. So I always feel like I'm like, What size kayak is best? I don't know. I've never owned a kayak in my life, and I wouldn't know. Cruzy playing with his ball over there. That's his giant puppy bed. Hey, Cruzy. What you doing, buddy? Look at his face. He was just outside playing with Biggie Smalls, the dog from the owners of the shop here. So, yeah, I don't know anything about kayaks. If I were to choose to buy any kind of a boat, kayak, I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at it because it has to fit him too. So I have to find some kind of a thing where it fits the two of us. But I may just buy one and keep it here at the shop, hang it on the wall somewhere or something, and use it when I'm out on Vancouver Island. I don't know if I want something like that on my vehicle because it would cover a part of my solar panels. I don't want to mount something like that on the side because it'll get caught up on the trees in the backcountry. So now that I have the shop space, I would debate on getting one for here, just for island stuff. Do you mind, bro? What are you barking at? What's your problem? Yeah? You want to fight? I thought for sure he'd be tired. Him and Biggie just played outside for about 20 minutes. It doesn't, or 15 minutes. It doesn't take them that long to get tired out. Am I coming to the USA? Yes, when I'm bored of Canada. What do you want, buddy? Where are you running? Hey? You wuss. Yeah, I'll come to the USA when I am bored of Canada. As of right now, here is where I want to be. I have my whole life to travel, you guys. I'll come down to the USA at some point. I know we got a few messages from people saying that they wish it was me coming down there to film van tours. But when the opportunity arises, you take the opportunity. When I have a chance to film some other people from down there, edit the videos myself and get them shared, I'm going to take that opportunity. So Mr. Paul is down there seizing that opportunity for us. Do I get lonely? No. And I find the cure to loneliness, because I know some people feel that, is loving this and knowing that this is what I need. That's my cure to not feeling lonely out there in the backcountry when I'm out there by myself or traveling alone, is loving this first. I enjoy my own company. Besides, I have my DJ stuff too. So when I'm not doing YouTube stuff or editing videos or on camera, I have other things to keep me occupied. I'm sure if I didn't have that DJ side of me, that it may get quiet back there and loneliness may sink in. But usually in those scenarios when I'm out there and I just need something to occupy this, I put my headphones on and I just make a DJ mix. I have a DJ set up in my van and one here at the shop. Yo, what's your problem? Bro, your ball's right here. Ready? Get it. We have so much fun in this shop, let me tell you. Hey, buddy. This is little den down there. Hey, Cruzy. You good? I think he really likes the shop. Where did I get my home driver's seat? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. Where did I get my home driver's seat? My driver's seat came with the van. All vans come with a driver's seat. Patty Crane, you didn't miss anything. We just got on live here 15 minutes ago and we're just settling in, so you didn't miss a damn thing. Call your shop, Chrome Depot. That's a good name, actually. What do you want, Cruz? Warren says, decent vehicles are not cheap where I live. Would you act as my agent for a fee? Decent vehicles are not cheap anywhere. Find Is there a reason why you're yelling at me? You just see him ponder for a second. He's like, am I going to get in trouble? What do you want? Where's your ball? Good, it's right here. Ready? Ready? This crazy bugger back there. Us boys in this shop, let me tell you. My seat covers, I bought them on Amazon. They were from a company called Texas, something USA, or something. I don't remember what they're called. I found them on Amazon. I just typed on, sorry, not on Amazon. I found them on eBay. I just typed in Ford Econoline seat covers. They're from something covers USA. They're made in Texas, I think. Can I sleep in the shop? Yes, I have slept in the shop. A video is coming up the other day where I'm not going to tell you what happened, but something happened to my van and it was not drivable. So I slept in the shop. Do I want to? No. I love the fresh air of being outside. Like I love it. I love being able to crack a window and have some fresh air come in, you know? In here, like if I needed some fresh air while sleeping in the shop the other night because my van was not drivable, if I open up my window, all I'm getting in is stale shop air. When you live in a van for a while, you will understand exactly what I mean on how good it is to be outside and sleeping out there. It is beautiful. Is Kenny T, is that a Rain 1? No, these are the Rain 12s. It's the Rain 12. Make a Lane 6 sticker. I don't know what you mean by that. Does your van have a nickname? No. I call it my big more than anything. I've called it all sorts of stuff. It's always been, I call it my B-I, I'm not going to spell it because kids watching are smart. Think, I know what he said. This is a really good question. So top tier millionaire, is van life expensive? Cruzy, what are you doing? What are you doing? You dropped your ball in there? Where's your ball? Is van life expensive? That is a really good question. So van life, depending on what you do with your van life. Van life is definitely cheaper than living a traditional life because all you got to do is pay the things that you normally pay when you're living in your apartment. If you have a vehicle, you pay vehicle insurance, you pay gas in your vehicle to get around, and pretty much when you move into a van, you get to drop your rent. You know, sure, you may move around a little bit more, you may eat out a little bit more, but you've also dropped the biggest thing that you pay for, which is rent. So van life by default will always be cheaper. Is it cheap for everybody? No. Can it be expensive? Yes. Where you go, how you travel, what you purchase for your home can make van life very expensive. So I'm not one, so don't ever ask me what my van life costs me because I do van life for a business. You know, so we do a lot of traveling, a lot of van upgrades like my lights and things like that, that I may not have done as fast if it wasn't for having a YouTube channel because it makes good content. It's educational. So sometimes I've purchased things for my van just for the educational or the video aspect of it. I also bought it because I wanted it, but did I need it right now? Probably not. So van life can be cheap. It can be very expensive. So that all depends on how you want to live. But if you really think of it, you're paying your vehicle insurance anyway. If you have a vehicle, why not live in it? Just saying. It's fun. I missed a few super chats here, guys. Tony, thank you. Hey, dude, can we get a preview of the decals on my van? That's about it, because you're on my big computer at the shop here, so I can't exactly move it. But that video is coming out, Tony. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Scott Brooks, thank you. Will I live in the ambulance? So my initial idea was to build this out and sell it. But I was going to build it out and then go adventure in it for a little while just to have some fun in it. And, you know, will I live in it? If I fall in love with it, you never know. I may just trade out and say bye to that one. No, I won't say bye. I love that one. I love this one so much. I love this one so much that it takes the excitement away from this one. Is that weird? Because this is going to be shiny and fancy and new. And I've had this for over 4 years. And I love that with every ounce of what I got. Oh, Lon, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on. My thing's going fast. It's called what? Decidified? Decidified? When all you want is out in the woods. I've never heard that term before. Yeah, it's all I want is to be out in the woods. I'm losing my mind over here. Wait to see some of the upcoming videos of my attempts to get back there. It's coming up. I tried again. Fail. The backcountry was like, don't touch me. Get away from me. It's still snowy back there, man. I so tried to get. I miss it. I don't do well unless I'm back in the woods or have access to going back in the woods. Like, I think it's driving me absolutely crazy right now. Put a shower in the shop is what somebody said here. There's no plumbing in the shop. There's no bathroom, no indoor plumbing, nothing of that sort whatsoever. We do have water tap outside, but that's it. So if you put a shower in here, where's all that water going to go? Even though I got water. So I've still chatting with a company that has some shower options for vans and still having a hard time on them wanting to work with me. Asking for too much, I guess. But yeah, I'd like to make a video before me leaving on my big summer trip about some really awesome shower options for living in a van. Hold on, guys. I gotta scroll back here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Woo. Midwest Van Life, what's up, buddy? Thanks for the super chat. I just seen your first one, bro. I scrolled back because I missed it. Joseph Malloy Travels. What type of insurance do I have in my cargo van? Insurance is a really tough question to answer because every area is going to be different on what their policies are and rules are. Here in BC, we have one insurance company, monopolizes everything. There's no such thing as independent vehicle insurance. You got one provider and it's run by the province. So it's called ICBC. I don't know what it stands for. Insurance Corporation of British Columbia. That's my guess. Is probably what it is. So for insurance on my van, it's insured as a van. That's it. I don't have RV because you can get your vehicles registered as an RV if it has all the criteria it needs to be considered a recreational vehicle. I can get it insured as an RV, but because I run a business, YouTube, out of that van, you can't do that out of a recreational vehicle. So as soon as I insure it differently, it's going to change things on my end. Because if they find out I'm driving a recreational vehicle to work, like if I get into an accident and they know that I'm off to go out and film something, there's a chance they may not cover me. So it's insured as a commercial vehicle because I'm running a business out of it. It's got commercial vehicle insurance. And does it cover everything inside? No, it'll cover my vehicle and a few other little things, but that's it. So if something were to happen to it, I'll get the cost of the vehicle back and a few other things, but I would lose everything inside would be out. I would not get paid back for that. But the way I look at it, 4 years, let me figure this out. Where's my phone? 4 years of not paying rent. When did I move into the van? 2017? Hey Siri, how many months since September 11th, 2017?
It was 53 months ago.
53 months. Okay, let's figure out how much money I've saved. Times, say 52 months. I've saved $78,000 in the last 4 and some years without paying rent. So the way I look at it, if I lose the 10, 15 grand of stuff that's randomly around my van on the inside, I'm still ahead. So yeah, I just have standard commercial vehicle insurance on it. Midwest Van Life, thank you for the second super chat. Michael, hey, want my dog. Some days you could have him. Some days he's a giant, you know. Michael Smith, shower option, used medical insecticide sprayer. I have a portable shower in my van, and my way of showering in my van works for me. So if I'm ever out there, I take my poop bucket and I fill it full of water from a creek or a river or a lake. And then what I do is go into the van and take pots and boil that water one by one, keep scooping it out until that water is nice and warm. And then I have one of those drop-in 12-volt pumps with a shower head on the end. It's simple. It works. I think that whole system, including the poo bucket, is like $75. And I get to poop in the bucket too. You know, so it just works. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think of other options that are a little bit easier than always boiling all those water things all the time. Because I know things have changed a lot since I first got into my van. There's been so many new things come out. Like when I first lived in a van, like when I first got in here, there was no such thing as a Chinese knockoff diesel heater. You had to pay the big bucks to get the big branded ones. So like things have changed a lot for everybody coming into van life now than it was when I started over 4 years ago. Shower options to the same thing. I'm still holding on to an old school way where now there's hot water on demand units that you can put in your van and run off a propane bottle. You throw the end in a creek, flick it on, runs on propane, heats that water from the creek, and you literally can shower until you run out of propane. Hot water for hours. That is amazing. I'm pretty sure those things were around back then too. They just weren't up in the mainstream as they are now because van life has grown a lot since I first started. Allstate insurance will cover all my gear. I don't think Canada has Allstate insurance. That's an American thing, I believe. But there is, so we do have other insurance companies here in BC that'll cover my contents. So ICBC will cover the van and everything to do with the vehicle. I know I could buy extra insurance from a secondary company. I looked into that. So if I went through and added up all the values of everything in my van, it was it was like an extra $500 a month to insure the contents in my van. Heck no, not worth it. At that point, I would rather save the $500 a month and then just insure myself at the end of it. Does that make sense? Because that's all you're doing is you're paying into them and they're holding on to this money and then they hopefully never have to pay you out and they get rich. So in those points, I'd rather insure myself and just save the money that I would have paid to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes doing those private insurance things for those what if moments, sometimes those what if moments are best to you just save the money on your own. And hopefully you never have a what if moment and then you're ahead at the end of the day. Hopefully. Oh, Allstate is in Canada. Now for camera gear. So I don't need insurance for camera gear. I film on my cell phone, like literally my cell phone. So it's just a phone. At that point, I'm not worried about it. I'm not running around with big, huge, expensive camera gear. ICBC, Insurance Corporation of British Columbia. I was right. Yeah, insurance is a really touchy thing because I know if you go over to the other provinces in Canada, they have independent insurance companies. Like you can call 2 or 3 different guys and then get insurance from different little places. And this guy covers this, and this guy will give you a better deal on this or whatever it is. But I know with them, there's also huge changes if you are living inside of your vehicle. A lot of those companies will say, no, we will not insure you because you're living in it. So yeah, that's why it's a subject it's hard to give advice on because it's different everywhere you go. Unless you're living in this province, then it's all I can tell you is I just have standard vehicle insurance. And I know just about every van dweller I know has standard vehicle insurance. Josh B, screw insurance. We have your back. I am filming on my iPhone 13. That's my standard camera. I used to have an iPhone 12, which Paul has in the USA right now, filming van tours. He has my old camera, and this is my iPhone 11. So normally what I do is as my daughter breaks her phone, I hand down my old phone. That's how this whole system's been working. So when I upgraded to the iPhone 12, I did that because my daughter broke her phone. So I gave her my iPhone 10 and so forth and so on. That's how it's been going. So, yeah. Kenneth, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How much do I pay for fuel per month and what's my mileage? So I don't really track mileage. And you know what? Sometimes my fuel consumption is not huge. When I travel, different story. What are you huffing for? What are you huffing for? You hungry? Hold on, let me get you some treats. Okay, what was the question? I don't even know. How much do I pay per month on fuel? Honestly, sometimes it's like $400 a month. You know, depending on what I'm doing, where I'm going, because I've been sticking around the same areas a lot, my fuel consumption is a lot less. So, you know, if you're moving around a fair amount, you can go through about $100 a week, you know, and so like if you're asking that question to wonder how much your van life is going to cost, that all depends on how much you move. If you need to save money, you just move less. If you have more money and you want to go and have more fun, you move around more. That's the great thing about van life is you can really adjust your finances down to the minuscule little amount because you don't have that ginormous rent pay, you know? But yeah, and it kind of varies. But don't get me wrong, I've had months where it's been like super high. Because it's pretty easy sometimes for me to fill up my tank, which is about $120, to fill up my tank every 3 days when I'm traveling. It happens. But that's different though, because I'm running around like crazy gathering video content. So getting advice on how much it's going to cost from a YouTuber is that's a hard thing to do. You're better to ask some van lifer on the side of the road who's just standardly living in their van, going to a day job and stuff. Me, I drive around for content. We're content driven over here. Oh, sorry guys, my chat just went. Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Can I not read? Pennsylvania. Cruz wants attention. No, Cruz wants food. Use food. Want more food? Do you just want to be on YouTube? Is that what it is? Yeah, maybe. You want more food? Hold on. I guess I should probably feed my dog. I feel like such a meanie, buddy. Okay. There's a bone to chew on, buddy. Little bones, bud. Here they go, Cruz. Where'd all your bones go, buddy? Oh, guys, I gotta get a treat for Cruzy. Hey, I'm gonna treat you somewhere, bud. Let me find something. Oh, the goodies go, Cruz. Cruzy, we're out of the good stuff, buddy. Sorry, bro. We're out of the good stuff. I thought for sure we had some bones in the back of the van for Cruz, but apparently not. Sorry, buddy. Oh, he's pissy now. He's pissy now. He's like, yeah, Dad, I seen you go in the freezer. What you got? I don't got anything, bro. You hungry? Okay, hold on. I will go file something for you. Sorry, guys. The boss needs me. Okay. You happy now, Cruz? Oh, yeah, he's drooling over there. I got some little dried pieces of fish and stuff. He's over there just chewing his face off. But I got the diesel heater bumping back there, and it's awesome because any frozen, he eats raw food. So any frozen food, I just leave in the pouch, throw it over there in front of the heater, and it thaws out pretty quick. Kelly Whiteley, we're not talking about poop on this live stream. I always seem to get in a poop conversation, and today's not that day. How often do I do laundry? Whenever I need to. I have a lot of clothing in my van. I've always been a clothes guy, and I keep more underwear in my van than I did when I lived in my apartment. I have probably 3 times the pairs of socks than I ever did in my old life. More t-shirts, more shorts, more everything. I do that because it keeps me from needing to come back to town and still yet allowing me to wear fairly clean clothes. Do I go 2, 3, 4, 5 days with the same clothes on? Yeah, I do. Sometimes I wear the same underwear 2, 3 days in a row. If it smells okay, it's got to be okay, right? So yeah, I don't like laundry mats. They're good sometimes, but I'm not a big fan of doing my own laundry. So I just let it pile up and do a mountain at once. Yes, the heater in my shop is a 5 kilowatt all-in-one Amazon knockoff diesel heater. So far, it's been good. It runs on high all the time. I've never run it on low, and it does the job. We have an electric heater in the shop here as well. So usually when it's cold out, I'll turn them both on. And then once it's comfortable, I'll shut the electric one off and let that one maintain. You should buy a washer, but where am I going to put all the water? There's no plumbing in my shop, remember? Oh, Austin Childs, you just bought a Dickinson. They are a Dickinson flannel. There's nothing like it, man. It's just I always wear I'm wearing Dickinson now. This isn't a flannel, but or is this? This is. So these ones are nice too. The Dickinson ones, these are they're work line. They're thicker. I really like them. I'm a big fan of those Dickinsons, man. They're just those flannels. Just when you put them on, it's like, whew, it's like getting a big hug. Feels great. No, is that Nomadic Empry? Nomadic Empry. Thank you so much for that. I'm on the clock and hiding. Super awesome. I need to go act like I'm working a bit. Sweet. That's what going to the bathroom's for at work. Just get in there, do your thing, watch me on the live stream. I don't mind. Van Life Regina, thanks for coming on the live stream. Thanks for the super chat. This guy is starving today. Why are you so hungry? He's like pissed. Sorry, guys. Can have something to drink, okay? Have something to drink. That's it, bro. That's it. Don't get any more. Cruz is on a diet right now. Been restricting his calories. Took him to his last vet appointment. So if you don't know, Cruz had bladder stones and had a very expensive surgery. And so when I went to the vet last time, she's like, because they neutered him at the same time that they did his belly surgery. And I went in there last time. She's like, he is doing very well, but he gained some weight. I'm like, yeah, he did. She's like, as soon as you take away the testosterone, weight gain is massive. So he's on a calorie restricted diet right now. I need to be on one of those. So he on really heavy play days, like when Biggie and stuff comes down to visit us at the shop here, Cruz is usually a little extra hungry. Diet free, thanks to the super chat. Is trucker an auto ban world? I don't know what that means. Neither account, Stefan Shreds, got blocked for some reason. I have no idea, Diet free. Hey, Chrome, thanks for sharing your story. No problem. Thanks for being here, no matter what my story turns out to be. Van Life Juniors, what's up, guys? When are you taking your bike for a ride, bro? I've been using my, or is it over there? My e-bike I got from Merkava. That thing is amazing. Merkava, they're a Canadian e-bike company. Super awesome. I've been using it at the shop for when I get stir crazy from working on things. I take it for a rip up the road. That thing's super quick. And it's awesome because like you get up to like 35 kilometers an hour and your feet are only going like this. As long as your feet are moving, that thing is like, like literally this slow. And that thing's just like, it's really awesome. But anyway, you guys, where'd that one go? Where to go? Oh, I lost it. The Van Life Juniors, by the way, man, good name. I'm glad you stuck with the whole junior thing. That is the guy that helped me sand the crap out of this van. So please, guys, go over and check out Junior. It's Junior and his girlfriend. They just started a channel. I think they have a couple of videos up there, but the Van Life Juniors. So glad that stuck. The coolest e-bike you've ever seen. Lady Hayes, you got it. when they reached out to me, because the guys who run that company, they're fans of my channel. When he reached out to me and said, Chrome, I want to send you our e-bike. It 100% suits you. Big time. So they have a bunch of different e-bikes on their thing. Like they're not like a cheap e-bike. I think that's 3,000 Canadian. But all the different ones they have, they even have one for like mountain biking with all the shocks and stuff like that. Oh, that'd be so much fun. I used to be a mountain biker when I first moved into the van, like the years prior to. I used to ride my mountain bike all the time, but then I couldn't figure out a way to get my bike inside the van. Because trust me, when the bike I had when I first moved into the van was like $3,500 or whatever that mountain bike was. You don't sleep well if you were going to put that out of the back of the van. So I ended up just selling it. Die Free, thanks for the super chat. All cool, buddy. Hope things have been amazing. Things have been super awesome. Thanks for the support. Kathy, thank you too. My husband and I love your channel. Well, tell your husband hi. Appreciate the love, you guys. Yeah, Tracy, I'm pretty stoked to see Junior start a channel. That's really cool. And also, you guys go over and follow my friend Mark. Mark is the guy who was involved in getting this thing all looking that pretty. Mark, the paint guy on YouTube. He's been uploading videos and doing live streams and stuff. So please go give him a follow. What do I use for internet provider and equipment? It's in my van. Google it. So in my van, I have a little box called a MiFi hotspot. It's from some company called Novatel, I think. All it is a little box. It's a little hotspot. You put a cell phone SIM card on the inside of it, and it gives me data while I'm in my van. The great thing is when I'm in the van, as soon as I open up my laptop, it logs me into my house internet. And that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm living in a sticks and bricks in there because I open up my laptop, logs me in like I was at home because I technically am at home in there. But yeah, so that's what I use. And then I also have a data plan on my cell phone. So quite often I will tether my cell phone to my laptop and use that. But I live in Canada. So if you live in other countries with better data plans, I envy you. We have horrible data plans here in Canada. Absolutely horrible. Mark D, thanks for that. Howdy. Tim, thanks for the love, man. I appreciate it. Rambling Rocketeer, you have a way of coming up with nicknames that stick. Yeah, Jeffy Bear just stuck. He hated it. When we first started calling him Jeffy Bear, he was not a happy bear, but it just stuck. Now we're going to have to call him Baby Bear because he shaved his face. Now he's just a little baby Jeffy. But yeah, Junior, that was awesome seeing that it stuck. Because like the reason why I called him Junior, because like I kept coming up with so many B names. I'm like, is it Ben? Is it Bruce? Is it Brian? What is it? I'm like, screw it. I'm going to call you Junior because Bruce was too hard to remember. So I'm like, Bruce, Brian, Ben, forget it, Junior. And it worked. I am heading north as of May 1st, up to northern BC and into the Yukon. Navigating the destination, thanks to the super chat. Shop is awesome, Chrome. Thank you. You wanting help with the bodywork on the ambulance? I'm on disability, so I'm not working. I do actually have Mark the paint guys coming out to help me out with the ambulance. Thanks for the offer, though. I really appreciate it. But Mark's coming out pretty soon. Van Composer? I don't know why I couldn't read that. Thanks for the super chat. Looking forward to the U.S. van tours. Me too. I think he's got some van tours to film in Vegas. I don't know if he's going to make it to them, but we've had some people message us from Vegas with vans. Nafi, Yo Chrome, have you found any use for the Apple AirTag I sent you? So that was you. Awesome. Thank you. To track Cruz. So it's in my van. I haven't set it up yet. I'm actually going to leave it in my van. Instead of using it for Cruz, I'm going to use it as a tracking source for my van. What do you want, buddy? You've had enough, bro. I'm going to clean your face off. Come here. off your face. Eat and all that food off your face. So yeah, I haven't set up the Apple AirTag yet. Every time I put my phone on the counter, it always goes boop, reads on my phone. But yeah, I'm going to set it up as just another means to track my van. I have another GPS system in my van, but it's always good to have a backup plus all my devices. Like the second I walk away from any of my devices, my phone gets notified. Second I leave my camera at the shop and go down and get supplies, I get notified. You're no longer near your camera. So my van's the same way. And I'm hoping to just put that in use in there. It's nice to have other ways to track it, even though there's a GPS system already in my van to track it, because you never know what if that system goes down. I got a fail safe. So Nafi, thank you for that. Thank you for the reminder too. It always reminds me. Literally, I put my phone on the counter, it pops up. It says AirTag noticed. Yeah. It's still there. Kim Jones, thank you. Beer and raw bone funds. Really appreciate that. Oh, Robert says, I called Jeffy Babyface the other day. Me too. Am I going to Alaska? I don't know if I'm going to have time this year to go that way. Maybe another year I'll make that as my trek. I'll do northern BC and then Alaska. I think this year I'm just doing the Yukon, going across the Yukon, popping down into the top side of Alberta. There's a van gathering in Drumheller, Alberta I may attend this year. And then I think I am going to Ontario to see Andy at Overland Interiors because I miss that dude. Andy, if you're watching, I miss you, bro. That's the plan this year. Last year, I turned around in Saskatchewan because I couldn't bring myself to driving through the prairies so late in the season. So I'm going to do that this year, I think. What is that Craig tool? That Craig tool right there is a pocket hole jig. So you put the wood in here, and this drops down in the wood, and then you just drill the pocket holes in there. If you don't know what a pocket hole is, Google it. I bought it because I keep seeing everybody else using it, and that one just was super easy, and it's nice because it's just there. I drop the wood in it, pop it down, screw the holes in it, and now you got pocket holes. So when you put a shelf in, it's got little hidden holes in there, so you can screw the shelves in without needing brackets or L brackets or anything. It's kind of cool. Kimberly 58, hey Chrome, I'm fairly new to your channel. Well, thank you for subscribing. You subscribed, right? I'm glad you like what we're doing. What kind of raw does Cruzy eat? Raw. Like raw. I don't know how to explain that. If you're talking about a brand, you just buy whatever local food brands are out there. Usually most major places have raw dog food companies. So out here, the big one is Buddy's Raw Dog Food. It's probably my favorite one out here. Their raw food just looks good. You know, it's like some of those other raw food companies, you get the little packages and you're like, it's all gray. Like the duck and the fish, they're the same color. Like it's disgusting. At least out here, when you know it's fish, it does look like you just blended a fish. Like stuck a fish in the blender, turned it on, put it in a package, out the door it goes. It looks like real food. So I've been buying Buddies here on Vancouver Island. Surely you'll see my message eventually. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. I seen that one. I guess I missed a question. Let me go back and see if I can find it. Eyes wide shut. I see. Bridget, thanks to the super chat. I just found you a week ago. I've also been binge watching you ever since. Awesome. That playlist has got some good videos in it. I love Cruz. Just want to give him a kiss and a hug. He would absolutely love the kiss and the hug. What's up, Coach? Nice to see you on here, buddy. Adam, what's up? From San Diego. Smells like dog up in here. Smells like a lot more than dog up in here. I'm just kidding. I had a shower today. Now that the gyms are open again, I had a shower today. So, guys, can you guys also go follow Midwest Van Life? I don't know if you remember my videos from a few years ago. A guy and his dog came out traveling with me. We went to El Campo together. That is him, Midwest Van Life. And he texted me the other day and was saying that he may come to Canada sometime soon. So yeah, guys, go give him a follow. He had an older van, like my van at the time, and now he's in it's a Transit, I think, a nice big brand new vehicle. It's pretty badass. Thanks for the super chat. Please tell me this is what that is. Fuck. Is that really what that is? PHUQUE. Is that fuck? That is awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Gonna need Cruzy Bear calendar next year. That is a big possibility. Is it Fook? F-U-Q-U-E? That was so good. So good. ASD Fishing. Hey, Chrome, I'm building my third van. If you like to check out my old channel, it's Autistic Vanner. Now I'm more fishing oriented. Long-time watcher. Wicked, man. Third van. I'm still on my first. Maybe my second. The Great Spoon, thanks for the super chat. Are you going to hire somebody to do graffiti on the walls in the shop? So I originally thought about doing a big graffiti piece on this wall, but as of right now, I'm really enjoying the simplicity of the shop and how simple things are. And, so probably not. It was I need a beer. Hey, we can have a Sunday beer, Cruz. So many options in here. I figured, since my name is Chrome, we'll have the Chromatic IPA. This is a mighty good beer. Category 12. Category 12. You're on Vancouver Island. Y'all need to hit me up. We need to put right there. We have a perfect room for it. We need to put a keg there on tap. Category 12. Emails are below. It'd be nice to pour an actual pint in the shop. Costco sells beer fridges, like for kegs. Maybe I'll put a keg fridge in the ambo. We can pour ourselves a nice pint out there on the beach. Woo. A kegerator. Yeah, man. I was in Costco the other day, and I was like, "Ooh, should I put that in the shop?" Oh my God! Why did I get my 2:35 a.m. tattoo? That one right there. So this whole hand is a memorial tattoo for my dog Disco that passed away. If you didn't get the chance to meet Disco, go watch my Binge Watch It All playlist. That's the bulldog I started my van life with, and he died at 2:35 a.m. And that's my reminder right there on how precious life is. And the reason why it's there is when my hand is on the steering wheel, it's in my face all the time, reminding me to enjoy every moment of every day because you never know what's coming. It's my reminder, 2:35 a.m. Yes, the ambulance is a 4x4. The four-wheel drive conversion was done, I think, 2 years before I purchased it. So the conversion is fairly new. What I paid for that ambulance is worthy just for the 4x4 conversion itself. Life is short, live it out loud. Very well said. Yeah, losing a dog is a tough one, man. Very, very tough one. What's my favorite beer? I'm a big fan of anything hazy. So I'm a big IPA guy. If it's a hazy IPA or a hazy pale ale, usually I'm probably going to like it. But I like hoppy stuff. Not too, I don't like darker, like stouty sort of like beers, but a good IPA, I am all over. Some breweries just knock those IPAs out of the park. Like they're so good at it. Then there's other breweries that are just horrible at making an IPA. Chrome, did I have a dog before disco? Yeah, I used to have a beagle. So I used to have another bulldog before disco. His name, don't laugh at me. When I was married, me and my wife, we had a bulldog, and I called him Little Chrome. I did. I didn't know what to call him. I'm like, I'll call him Little Chrome. So we called him Little Chrome. Little Chrome. And then when her and I weren't together very long. We were together for a handful of years prior to marriage, and when we got married, it died after about a year. So she took the dog in the divorce, and then so that was my dog before disco. Gordon likes double IPA beers. I don't mind a double IPA either. For those days you just want to crank up that volume. Yeah, I'm down for that too. Double IPAs are good. I just got to be careful, man. It's easy to know that, hey, I got a couple beer limit, drinking a few double IPAs and not really noticing that you look at the can and it's like, okay, what's this one? This one's 7%. Sometimes you get a double IPA, it's like 9.5, you know? Whew. Van Life with Paul and Vivian, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate the love. Hamish Rose, thank you. Love your amazing iPhone video quality on your channel. I love it that I film on my iPhone. I think it's great. What editing software do I use? I use Adobe Premiere. I've tried to use Apple's Final Cut, and I have Final Cut on my computer, and I've used it a few times. I always just seem to go back to Adobe Premiere. I just like the workflow on Adobe Premiere a little bit better. Yeah. I don't know why I always go back. I always just want to learn a new software for some reason. And I always just end up going back. I think just because I know it so well. The strongest IPA you drink was 10%. You're going to be careful those ones, man. A couple tall cans and a 9.5%, that'll stop me. And I'm not as young as I used to be at one point. So yeah, DaVinci Resolve, they've actually messaged me for, what is he doing over there? DaVinci Resolve actually messaged me for a brand deal, but I already know Adobe Premiere, so to learn another software doesn't make sense. How do I store my video files? Hard drives. I got them hard drived by season. I call my videos of my life seasons. So I have them on hard drive, season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, and we're on season 5 right now. Year number 5, season 5. Yeah, guys, man, I got all the tools we need to start a party right there. Hey, remember, I was DJ Chrome my whole life. I got all the tools to start a party if you guys want to tear it up. Not today, though. Joe Dog, is farting in your van while you're in the door with the door shut considered a suicide attempt? Sometimes it's murder. I think my dog tries to murder me sometimes. Not so much now that he's been on raw dog food because he doesn't have farts anymore. He still farts, but not like he used to when he was on like commercial dog food. All that processed stuff, he'd fart all the time. And sometimes I thought he was trying to kill me. Like he would wake me up in his sleep. But thankfully he's on raw now. So now he doesn't have all that problems going on in there. So it's way better in there, way safer for me. At least I know when I go to bed now that I'm going to wake up in the morning. So yeah, guys, if I miss anything, I have people in here that are really good at answering questions, like Patty Crane. She's got a little wrench beside her name. She's a moderator. She's really good at answering questions. She's been around my Patreon and my YouTube channel for a long time, so she knows a ton about us. So if she answers you back, the answer is 99.9% right. Would I ever get Cruz a girlfriend? No. I mean, maybe. My van's not big enough for 2 dogs. I mean, I really like the idea of another dog. So when I had Disco used to have a girl around too, but she ended up passing away on her first pregnancy. Her name was Maggie. She was super damn cute. But yeah, I don't have the space for 2 dogs. Like that's a 60-pound beast in there. Can you imagine 2 dogs trying to take my bed? Ain't gonna happen. Do I work out before a shower? Have you seen this? Like that answers your question. Wood burner in a van. You talking about a wood stove? I'm probably going to put a wood stove in the ambulance. We'll see. I'm going to do dual heat sources in that, because if I do sell it, it's a nice feature to have a good dry air heater like a Webasto or something like that in there, and also have a heat source for someone who plans on spending time in the backcountry a lot and they want to conserve gas. So I may put dual heat sources in the ambulance. Yeah. So no, Fear No More says, so Patty is 1% wrong most of the time? Maybe. It's better to be 1% wrong than 99% wrong. Have I checked out the marine style heater? I'm not sure what you're talking about, because the heater that I have in my van, they also use in boats. It's I have the Webasto one. It's very common in boats. And so I don't know what you're talking about. Not unless you're talking about the the Dickinson propane stove, which looks like a miniature wood stove, but it runs on propane. You can see the flame in the front. The Dickinson stove is really common in boats. I used to have a friend of mine. His videos on my channel, I filmed it years and years back. He had a Dickinson propane stove in his van. It was really good. Who's coming out to the shop next? Nobody. The shop is all mine now. Dun, dun! All mine, which means as soon as I get some time away from the shop here, I'd like to spend some time away from the shop for a little bit. Before I come back, I want to start working on this. So I want to go out and just go play and go have some campfires and stuff like that, and just try to get out there in the backcountry a little bit and breathe before I come back in the shop here and start working on that. Soon, soon, soon. I went into... Sorry, guys. I'm missing some super chats here. Mulaney Bookshop. Hey, Chrome, I sent you a message regarding a project for you. Looking forward to sending it to you. It'll take a while from Australia. I'm not sure. I'm way behind on emails. If you send it via email, I'm way behind in emails. But yeah, I don't have my address posted publicly because there's a lot of stuff I don't need from people. People just send me crazy stuff sometimes, and it just takes up space, and it costs me at my mailbox when people send me things. So I've just stopped giving out my address. Cool Water Studios, sup Chrome. Love the idea of the wood stove and the ambo firewood cutting vids. Yeah, I think having the fireplace is a great idea. When you're out in the bush and you don't want to waste gas, it's awesome. You okay over there, bud? Are you having a fit? He's having a fit over there. sitting on his couch, just, you know, pissy pants. Am I ever going to take a trip down south? Yep, I have a long way before I die. I'll do it before I die, I promise. Come down to the Okanagan. Soon. Soon. Whoa. John Rogers says, does Emmy have a boyfriend? She is very beautiful and gorgeous. No, Emmy does not have a boyfriend. She is single. Toby 316, thanks for the super chat. Something for Cruz and Biggie. Super awesome. Thank you. Diets make us all pissy pants. You got that right. Good stuff. Have you heard of diesel cookers that double as heaters? No. I probably wouldn't hear of something like that because I'm not much of a cook. Hence the belly. So the drive-through. Hey, Cruzy, people hear you over there, buddy. They got your back, bro. Lady Hayes says, I don't think he has set a date on starting the AMBO. I was supposed to start the AMBO a long time ago. I just don't feel the pull. I had something happen the other day that really got me excited for the day on the ambulance. That's one of my designers. I added it to your file. Let me know if you have any issues. I did them 7 inches by 4 inches, which should size down to 3.5 by 2 just fine. I had one of my designers work on the back of my business card. So on my back of my business card, people can just scan it. Because some people, I go to hand them a card, they're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Business cards are a thing of the past. So at least if I hold it out, they can scan it on their phone and give me a follow. I'm also going to try to put that on this. If those decals I put on the body there, that little black thing right there you see there, if that doesn't fall off, I'm going to put the barcode and stuff on my van. So people can just drive up and scan the van. You guys are talking about Foresty Forest. Yeah, he's got a wood stove. Yeah, you can put wood stoves in a van, but there is a time and a place for the wood stove. I would highly suggest not to put a wood stove in there if that is your only heat source. I think that is a horrible idea. I think right out the gate, you should put a dry air heater in it, whether it's a Webasto or any of those other ones, even if it's the knockoff one from Amazon. Always put the dry air heater in and use the wood stove as a secondary source. Because lighting that wood stove when you're in towns is the fastest way for you to get that from the fire department. Trust me, I hear it all the time. You know how many people I've known that have said, yeah, I was sleeping over beside Canadian Tire and I turned on my wood stove and somebody called the fire department on my van saying there's a van on fire. And then they don't do anything. They don't have a way to know. They're just like, dude, there's fucking smoke coming out of that van. Fire department shows up and then you get the knock. So yeah, be careful with that. You know, if you're going to use a wood stove, make sure you use your wood stove when you're away from towns and cities, aka the backcountry, or somewhere where you know you're not going to have a problem. Because some people don't understand. They're in their apartment and they're looking out and they see smoke from a vehicle parked there. If they don't register that could be a van, a camper van, a lot of people don't think that way. Fire department gets called right away. Dry heat rules. Touristique to Canada, you got that right. Having a dry air heater has absolutely changed van life for me. It's turned that to living in a van to living in a home. Those dry air heaters are damn beautiful. Joe Har, thank you so much. Thank you for the great videos. I look forward to each new video every evening. Super awesome, man. I really appreciate the love. Lisa sharing life stories with you says, why did Chrome smile when he said Emmy is single? She is, though. What's up, Emmy? I'm going to start stuff now. The background is looking sweet AF, right? It's my kingdom. I am really glad that we took the leap and got the shop. I really am glad. I was a little worried about what the shop was going to be like for the channel, because when you start investing a little bit back into, your YouTube content, creating a space like this, I was worried it was going to change things because, my van life is evolving. My van life is changing. And I'm glad I have this space for the winter. Like, we're on the road all summer. Like, we're not going to see this shop for 6 months this year. Hopefully, we're gone for the entire 6 months. And then when we come back in the wintertime, when the weather is, then we can be in here. We can tinker around. We can fix up things. We can help out some van dwellers that need some help during those winter months while it's gross outside. And then can, have some fun in here. I'm really glad that we've made this choice to get a shop space. I'm glad this one came up. To be honest, that this shop couldn't be in any more of a perfect situation. The owners here live right there, which means when I'm gone, everything in here is safe and secure. Those guys up there are so good and so friendly. It's nice to pull in and they're like, good morning, Chrome, or the dogs come down and they play around and visit. It's just a feel-good, good vibe place to be. And any conversation, I was talking to Mark outside today, and it's always something inspirational because he's got some business things going on his side. So it's just a feel-good thing here. And I think if it was not this shop, I don't think getting a space like this would feel this good. That, and also the shop is only $900. So that also helps in a very major way. It allows me to be away from the shop for 6 months without this hemorrhaging money. As long as I can make enough content in this space while I'm here, it kind of just pays for itself in the long run. This place couldn't be any better. So his question keeps arising. So someone just answered a question. Chrome and Cruz cannot stay overnight at the shop. That's never been discussed. I've slept in here before. I slept in here the other night when my van was my van wasn't drivable, so we had to stay in here. I don't want to stay in the shop. So many people always ask that, hey, can you live in there? No, I don't want to live in here. And no, this shop was not rented to me as a residence. I live in that thing and I'm happy to drive down the road and go stay by Canadian Tire for the night. More happy than I would be sleeping inside of here. But could I, if I was really deep into a project and had a late night? Sure, I could. The shop was one of your best decisions. Thank you so much for saying that. That was a hard one. Anytime you make changes in your life, when you have a public life like mine is out there, you make these choices for yourself, but it affects you. So anything I do in my life affects the audience that's in front of me. And some people get it, some people don't get it. But I really am glad. This has been so much fun for me. Because on a rainy day, sometimes it's like, just going to go to the shop, crank up the music, even make a DJ mix, or whatever. It's been really good. I like it. And we have Wi-Fi here. And this connection seems to look like it's doing pretty good. Better than any cell phone connection I have when I'm in towns. Someone's at the door. Oh, snap. We got company. Cruz right there. We got company at the shop. What's up, buddy? Oh, I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging out with 1,200 people in the shop. Hey, what's up, puppy? You're in your pajamas still? Are you for real?
Yeah, that's how we went up today.
You're in your pajamas. I'm glad you're not in your pajamas. I know what you wear for pajamas. It's my buddy Daniel.
Hey, everyone.
Chrome, you wouldn't sell your van for $30K cash. Serious inquiries. Absolutely not. I wouldn't even sell that thing for 30 grand, and I only paid 15 for it. No. You want to give me 30 grand? No, I'll take it. Do I have to pay it back? Daniel's like, I'll give you 30 grand. I'm like, really? I got to pay it back? Where's Cruzy? He's right here on the ground. Dude, your channel name is awesome. Shits and Giggles. Someone's YouTube channel here earlier when I was on here. They never answered back if I missed it, if it was right. PHUQUE. UQUE. What's that say? Yeah. I was like, that's awesome. There's a little kid over there. He's in his underpants. Are the owners into van life or RV life? The owners have a giant fifth wheel parked right over here, not far from my shop. So they're definitely outdoor people. I know Mark up there is into hunting, and so is the kid up there too. They have two kids, not kids. They're like little humans. What's up, buddy? Hi. Where are you going? Hey, we need the content. Hey. Hi. Look at. Can you see? Hi, buddy. We got a full shop in here. Hans, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. So, was the mini golf open?
No. So we played at the beach. We let the
Hey,
dog run.
who's boss right there? Was it close?
Yeah, they're both closed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Teddy was swimming in the ocean.
No, did he?
Yeah.
Nice. At least he didn't jump right in. That could have been a nasty mess.
Teddy.
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Just flip it over. Yeah, just flip it over. It's all right. Just because Cruz will go lie in it or something dumb. That's Cruz's, like, Cruz eats his food on there. Like it's full of like dead animal meat and stuff. Alan, thanks for the super chat. Have I ever met Foresty Forrest again? Is he nice? Foresty Forrest is about this tall, and he's a tiny little dude. Like, standing beside me, Foresty Forrest is probably this big. I am not kidding you, dude. He's like that big. He's not that small, but he is a very nice guy. Yeah, he's a good dude. I've only met him once. We've never run into each other again. He actually texted me the other day. He has a friend looking for a 4x4 van, and I couldn't help him. I didn't know anybody had one for sale at that point. The Broken Nomad, wicked. That's awesome that you let Chris be nice. Cruz is being a jerk. That big dog is actually just a little puppy. How old is Cruz? Cruz is 3 years old. You all right? He turned 3 January 1st. Vans are hard to come by these days. My suggestion, if you are going to look for a van online, wherever you're going to look for a vehicle outside of places that are popular for van life. You don't like Cruz very much. Hey, I like your Spider-Man.
Hey, stop pushing me.
Where is he? Hey. Just jump up there. You'll be good. No, you jump up there. If you get up there, then he'll never be able to get you. He's too big to get that far. Sherry, thank you. Are there any truck convoys coming through our area? Yeah, they were blasting through the island again yesterday. What type of bike is that? So that is an electric bike from a company. They're from Montreal. I think it's Montreal. Anyway, they're from Quebec in Canada here. It's Merkava. That's called the Monroe. Google them. Merkava. Super awesome bikes. Even he took it up for a rip the other day up the street. It got to like 37 kilometers an hour. Yeah,
Awesome.
he comes back, his face is like beet red. It's like so cold outside. Yeah, as for Cruz's leg humping, he's been way better since I took his you-know-what's away. He learned. Any upgrades to my van before I go into the backcountry? I want to put 2 more of those lights that are on the bottom there. I want to put 2 more beside those ones in white. So I got the white light bar. I would like to put 2 white ones down here too, because having the amber ones are really awesome for when it's like raining and stuff and foggy out. But when it's just dark on a summer day, when everything's dry, having the white is really good. So I want to add 2 more white beams on the bottom down there. I already bought the beams. I just have to get them installed. You okay?
He's copying the dog.
I don't know what that means. Are you going? Where am I going? Everybody likes your Spider-Man underpants. Are they overpants? Jammies? I want a pair of onesies. If you both would have walked in here in onesies, I'd have been jealous.
I was actually going to wear mine too today, but I was like, nah, we'll show you stuff.
He's happy.
Try that. He's not hugging me.
He's happy.
He's not hugging me.
Yeah, he's
Was I able to stud Cruz out before he got snipped? No. The breeder messaged me multiple times wanting to buy Cruz's sperm, and every time she messaged me, I was out in the backcountry, and we never got to it in enough time, which would have been really cool because then she would have had a bloodline of dogs started with Cruz, which means if anything were to ever happen to Cruz, I could have bought a dog from his line. But yeah, every time she messaged me, I was always out in the bush, and I never responded in enough time. Because when her dogs were in heat, we had like days to get stuff to her. Am I adding a shower or a bathroom to the shop? No, because that would cost thousands of dollars because there's no drainage in here. No. Is he trying to help you?
He's welcoming me.
Oh, yeah. Is he trying to help you? Yeah, boy. So on that note of Cruz's humping is better. It's not that it's better. He just really likes Daniel. Yeah, that's not a hug. Nope, that's how babies are born. Tony, thank you. Dude, tell Cruz that Tony from Jersey sent this for him. Hey, Cruz, Tony sent you $1. I charge you $9 tax. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. Brad, thank you. From Kodiak, Alaska. Wicked. That is one heck of a beard, bro. Please tell me that's you. Look at the beard on this dude.
Oh, crazy.
From, well, it's from he's from Kodiak, Alaska. It keeps his neck warm.
That's why, yeah.
Wicked, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Stop saying hi to me.
Cruzy, hey, Cruz, can you stop giving everybody love? Nobody wants your dirty love. Hey, can you be a nice boy for a minute? Yeah, Brad's like, oh yeah, that's me. That is legitimately his beard.
Hey,
Yeah, wicked. That's awesome. Yeah, Cruz is so lovable. Who? Who does?
You do.
I don't look like him.
Yeah,
Like him?
you
No.
do.
I'm way better. I'm way better looking than your dad. I was trying to pop a collar in there. I was trying to be cocky and pop a collar, but they're buttoned down. Damn. Sean asked, "Do I ever see myself slowly moving away from van life since acquiring this shop and all the extra stuff?" Absolutely not. Heck no. I'm never the thought of stopping van life is never even a thought. I would never. No. Like, I don't pay to sleep at night. I don't pay to, go to the bathroom and make food and all the things that this guy has to do. Right? So he pays $2,000 a month for the things that I can do in my van. Mind you, he's got a family. Different story. Different story, But I mean, your little guy would fit on my rooftop carrier. Let's try it. So yeah, no, I don't see, like, having the shop is a whole different story, because this is like my man cave, a place to work on my van and next projects or to help other people out. Because I acquired the shop is no, by any means, a sign that I'm going to go rent a house so I can pay to take a poop. Not going to happen. What? You have to take a poop? I got a bag over there and a bucket. You can poop in that. That's what I poop in. I poop in a bucket. Not in here, you're not. You can take my bucket outside and play with it, but you're not going to play with it in here. It's funny when you tell a kid, I poop in a bucket. The kid's like, no, you don't. I kind of do. Doc Black says, once you go bucket, that's a good piece of merch. Do I smoke pot? No. Why Cruz and not Cruz? C-R-U-Z is just a cooler way to spell Cruz. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just spelled it that way just because it looked cooler. Anthony, you wrote a song for my channel. Send it to me. Yeah, you can send it to I forgot I pulled that other email. You can send it to, vantours@vancityvanlife.ca. I want to hear it. Somebody wrote a song for my channel. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm a fat guy living in a van. I'm a fat guy pooping in a bucket. It's probably going to say all the realities. I go to the gym every day, but I don't work out. I just have a shower because I stink. Just trying to think of the reality things that happen in my life. No, Paul is not going to the East Coast. He's sticking around on this side of the U.S. Do I rent the shop? Yes, I do. Why not? Why is this such a big question? Why not sleep in the shop rather than looking for a place to sleep? Because I live in a van, and I love living in a van. I don't want to live in a shop. But I rent the shop, yes, for $900 a month. Seems like a huge deal. Like, why does everybody always think? Maybe it's because all of you would live in the shop. I live in a van, and if you lived in a van for a little while, you would understand the excitement of being out there on the side of the road. It's way more exciting. That's probably, believe it or not, that's my biggest question right now. It used to be, when are you coming to the U.S.? When are you coming to the States? When are you coming to the States? Now it's, why don't you sleep in the shop? Can Paul come to the East Coast next year? So the whole thing with, who knows? If this side of the U.S. keeps Paul super busy and it turns out to be something that he wants to do and it works out financially for me, because right now I'm a little worried that it's going to be a loss for me, because if people take too much of Paul's time and I don't make enough from that video when it goes up, so I'm just worried that it's gonna. I'm not sure right now because we have van tours that do really well, and then we have van tours that don't do well at all. And if the van tour bounces around 50,000 views, him being down there might be a loss for me. So we'll see how things go. This is a 3-month experiment with him down there. And if it does work out and we get tons of them filmed and it can work out to be on the plus side of me instead of a drain, yeah, I may send him out to do them all over. Like if he wants to travel through Canada and do van tours, I may get him to do that too. Yes, the bucket is lined with the bag. I wouldn't want to clean up that mess. How gross is that? Imagine just like scooping it out of the bucket. Like you might as well just do it in your hand at that point. Yeah. You're going for a swim the next day. You're like, hey, I think that one's mine. Yes, we put a bag on the inside of it. And if you want to know what that bag looks like, let me show you. This is the bag. So inside of here is a regular garbage bag. At the bottom of the garbage bag is, I probably shouldn't touch it, is like a chemical, like it's probably toxic. It's got a chemical in the bottom down there which helps break down your you-know-whats. When you're done, you tie this in a thing, you stick it inside of this bag, you Ziploc it shut so you don't have to smell it. Boom, pooping in a bag. Those are not cheap though. So normally, and for the most part, I'll just use a garbage bag. But if I'm around and I know that's going to have to stick around my van for a day or so, or I'm camping with some friends out somewhere and I don't want to go in the bush, those bags don't smell. They're great. They seal up. Like there could be one right beside him here. You wouldn't even know. Those are pretty expensive. You can find them on Amazon. Amazon's a little pricey. They're called Reliance is the name of the company that makes the luggable loo bucket that I use as a toilet. They make those bags. So they're pretty expensive, but it works. Yes, Cruz is an English bulldog. I don't know how much they cost. Let's find out. They're pretty expensive, though. It's probably cost you a couple dollars each time anyway. I don't feel like that. Yeah, you can buy those things at Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops. They all sell them too as well. Canadian Tire. Most box stores that sell RV stuff will have it. Did someone just say I put rice and spice in what? There you go. Reliance duty bags. That's exactly what it is. The Reliance duty bag. Have I fixed my van floor yet? No, I haven't. I have the new floor here. I was going to do it here at the shop, but since we have to cut one of my cabinets apart, the cabinet that J5 Custom Vans built, I'm actually just going to take my van to his shop and we're going to do the whole project at once. He's going to fix up that cabinet for me. And while he's fixing that cabinet, we're going to lay down the new floor and just get it all done at once. Because putting the new floor in means that my water bottles, my big jugs, are now sitting too high to fit in his cabinet. And his cabinet's already got rot on the bottom from the water jugs. So he's going to make that rot proof and fix that board. And we're going to lift that whole cabinet up, like shorten up my cupboard. It's not making any sense, but so we can get the water jug underneath. So while we do that, we'll do the floor this time. What's your problem, bro? Bro, it's over here. Did you get it? Road Glider, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate the love, man. Oh, that's awesome. No cat litter? For what? Why would you poop on cat litter? Then you'd have to scoop it? Sometimes I wonder when I see some of these questions where people like, you know, like, why don't you just use cat litter in a bucket and poop on top of it? That's disgusting. Just the thought of like scooping your own. No. I want to put it in the bag, zip it up, and not look at it. Thanks. Hey, I had a question for you. Do you look at your poop after you take a poop? Yes. Oh, I love your honesty, man. Kids are great for that. It's okay. Of course I do. Oh, that is so good. Oh, I love kids. This is ruthless. Yeah. Look at me like, you don't? Ah, shit. That was good. Oh, so good. Would I upgrade to a Winnebago? Absolutely not. My van provides me with all the space I need. Doing a bigger rig means breaking parking bylaws in town, not being able to park between regular parking stalls downtown in a city. That means my whole lifestyle would have to change. That means I would have to stop going deep into the backcountry, couldn't go down all the narrow trails. To me, none of that sounds fun whatsoever. That answer is a dead no. Hey to all your female van lifers, converting my shuttle bus as you entertain me. Girl power. Wicked. I know a few people who are doing big buses right now. Such a huge space. Like there's a girl on my Patreon. Her name is Misty. Her and her son bought a. What are you doing? They're doing a great big bus right now, and it's such a big space. It's kind of cool. I was like, what are you doing? Have I ever seen any creepy stuff while camping? No. Hey, Chrome, would I ever encourage my daughter to live in a van? She can do whatever she wants. If she wants to live in a van, I got her back. I'll build it for her. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever she wants to do. You know, it's the great thing about being a kid, man. Do whatever you want. What are you doing? Just take it. Just reach in his mouth and take it. You know how many people are on the other side of this camera? 1,180 people out there. Not a lot of people. Yeah, now they all know that you look at your poo. I didn't tell them, you did. David, thanks for that. I appreciate the super chat, man. How about using a Prius like a mobile generator? Does that make any sense? No. Thank you for that. He's awesome. He just throws out the reality. Just like the kid, just like, I'll tell him the truth. No. Grump Smile from Saskatchewan. What's up? Chris and Zuko's Van Life Adventures. Thanks for the super chat, you guys. That's wicked. Hey, Chrome, it's your boy Chris. Just sending you some love. We will be out your way for a van tour in a few days. Looking forward to it. Wicked. Oh, my way, like on Vancouver Island? Who's filming your van tour? Is it me? Or are you going down south to meet Paul to get a van tour done? Who's the kid? I don't know. He was in a box at the shop. I just found him the other day. Is he your kid? He's just been roaming around here. So Cruz decided he wanted to be friends with him, so I kept him. It's his kid. He's the proud donor of that one. The donor? Is that a weird way to put it? We want to see the star of the show. Where's Cruz? Cruz is lying underneath the counter down here because the kid's trying to steal his ball. Tracy, sticker packs are on sale right now, but they're $5 for $10, not $5. So yeah, guys, if you want sticker packs, they're going the last of these packs. Once this stack is gone, those stickers are out. There's a couple of them that'll stay, but a majority of those stickers will never be seen again. There's 5 stickers in a mystery pack for $10. Vancity vanlife.ca is the website to go get them at. And they're limited. Once they're done, they're done. We're going to start releasing new stickers pretty soon. I'm not too sure when. Tom Sayer, thank you so much for that. Oh, man, I appreciate it. Brian, love the hair on that sticker, Brian. Thanks for the love.
Do you know everyone?
Do I know everyone? Oh, I only know everybody because their names come up here. Can you read? Can you read? Can you read? This one here says Art the Fart.
Art the Fart.
That's his name, Art the Fart.
Party?
Yeah, Farty. Yeah, Art the Fart, aka Farty. This guy's name is Grumps Smile, and then Sue Bishop. Ask the little guy who is his favorite Spider-Man. Is there more than one Spider-Man?
There's multiple.
What?
Each time there's a new movie.
I love that pig.
I think he loves you like the last one the best, right?
No, like completely.
No, the Spider-Man.
I don't want to.
All of them.
He likes all the Spider-Mans. He's not racist. He likes them all. I didn't know there was more than one Spider-Man. I thought it was just Spider-Man. Are you talking about the people who play Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I like that.
Can I name a town near me? Yes, Nanaimo. Chemainus. So many people want to know where my shop is. It's in Chemainus? Is it Nanaimo? Maybe Parksville? Maybe it's in Coombs. Or maybe it's Drunken Duncan. Chrome, will I ever remodel my van? Probably not. This is the final stage of my van. I'll never need to remodel it. It's got a professional van built in it from Overland Interiors. That thing is not going to break. All my drawers are dovetailed together. That thing is solid and will outlive me for damn sure. So no, my van will never get an upgrade. That's what the Ambo is for. Because when you get bored, you build something new. Right? Would I sell the ambulance? Absolutely. Make me offers. Bring it on. Maybe it's near Port McNeil. Maybe. Does Cruz like laser lights? I don't know. I've never taken him to a rave.
My dog likes it.
Your dog likes laser lights? I know Cruzy's never seen one. Whoa, am I going to retire in this lifestyle? Maybe one day I'll make enough money to retire. Maybe. Yeah, I would like to.
It's right there.
You ever want a dinette, bed, and shower? I have all the above in my van. I've got a dinette, aka my table that comes out and snaps across my seat, which is my bed. I sit on that, and that becomes my dinette. And I have a bed. It's a 4-foot by 6-foot bed. Takes double-sized sheets, like every double-sized bed. And I have a shower. I fill my bucket up full of water, and I drop a thing in it, and I can shower. Or I just go to the gym. I have all the above. What's for dinner? I don't know yet.
This is for dinner.
I'm going to eat that. You eat it first. Do it. Do it. Eat it. If you eat it, I'll eat it. He's like, nah, I'm good. Am I planning a trip to Europe? Won't be anytime soon.
Oh, there's his ball. You're looking.
Will you be going to Saskatchewan one day? Yes. I was in Saskatchewan just this past summer. I hit the little sign that says, welcome to Saskatchewan. I busted a U-turn. Came straight back. Yeah, I'll be going through Saskatchewan probably this year because I'll probably end up going to Ontario this year at some point. Am I ever going to do a Steve Wallace collab? I have a van life channel. He does sleeping behind police stations. Difference? There's a difference? Do you go to Toronto? I've been to Toronto in my van. I don't like it. I've been to Toronto before, but never in my van. Like back when I was DJing, they used to have DJ conventions out there. But Toronto in a van sucks. Driving down there with like 9 lanes of traffic on your side of the road sucks. Toronto was a cool city. I had ventured around there probably a few years back on my channel. We did some early morning van life videos, but as soon as everybody woke up, I got the heck out. It's way too busy for this guy. There was at one point in my life I would really enjoy those busy times, but now I will avoid that. Thank you very much. You're making eggs Benedict and hash browns for dinner. Lady Hayes, can you please send us your address? Lady Hayes, she's from the Okanagan. She's going to make us some food. Awesome. Cool. On our way. What is the price of the 4x4 on your van? Tell me about that one. Doing a 4x4 conversion, if you're taking it into a shop, it's going to cost you an easy 15 grand. I didn't do it. That was already on there when I bought it. Is my ambulance one of a kind, or have I seen more out there? I have never seen another one just like this. And when I talked to the ambulance company that built this was built in Quebec. They told me they only made them for a very short amount of time. They stopped production on them because every part on that back piece was unique to this one, where majority of all ambulances have a box back, which means all the parts fit on all the ambulances of any kind, any generation. They intermingle between each other because this one was super unique. It became to be a giant parts problem, so they stopped the line. It was too much work, and so yeah, they don't make them anymore. They only did them one time, so I can't get anything for it. I bought new mirrors for it because those mirrors are screwed. I bought a bunch of the little like door opener latches and a few of those little things I needed, but other than that, they don't make anything for it. So it is extremely unique, and I have never seen one except for this one, which should add another 25 grand to the value. So if you're going to make offer, just add 25 more grand to that. Because uniqueness is worth more, right? Uniqueness. Your weakness? Uranus? If you get Klingons... I got lots of Band-Aids. There's too many sharp things in the shop. You need lots of Band-Aids. Bearded Nomad Van Life. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Chrome, you were my inspiration when building my van. Being full-time since June of 2021. Wicked. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know where Paul's going. I do know he's heading down the coast, going down to Quartzsite and stuff like that in Arizona. Then I have no idea where his return route is. Chances are he's not going to go to the middle of the U.S. or to the East Coast. He's probably going to stick around this side. Just my guess. I'm not sure. He's the one. He's kind of on vacation too, but yet doing van tours for me at the same time. So I'm kind of screwing up his whole vacation. Sorry, Paul.
Oh, man.
You're a good singer.
Oh, God.
Slopey, thanks for the super chat. Can we get party DJ tunes one night? Yes, one day, one day. Am I a Dunkin', Starbucks, or Tim Hortons person? We don't have Dunkin'. Do we have Dunkin' Donuts out here in Canada? I don't think we have Dunkin' Donuts here. I've never
I don't think on the island.
I've never seen one.
I saw one. I saw donuts.
I'm a whatever's got the less lineup person. Usually I go to Tim Hortons though. I like their bagels. It's the main reason why I go there. The
Yeah,
bagels
me
are good.
too.
Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
You got it. You're a good kid. Iron Wolf, thanks for the super chat.
Aren't you cute?
Who?
Aren't you cute? Aren't you cute?
Sorry guys. Skipping through all the comments here. Foresty Forest doesn't seems to be the whatever type. Oh yeah, Foresty Forest is definitely he likes to be alone out there. Even when I met him, he was a pretty quiet guy. He we just chatted some YouTube business stuff and then off he went. Yeah, so this one is a Demers ambulance. They're a pretty big ambulance manufacturer. The kid just give up on me. What's your problem, buddy?
Lost the ball again.
Ugh. See, I'm horrible company. My friend comes over to visit, and I sit here and talk to you guys. You killed him. Robert, thanks for buying the sticker pack. I'm hoping to blow out those stickers. I'm excited to start off with some new ones, but I'm not going to get any new ones in until we sell all those packs out. Boss Hog, that's wicked. Enjoy those first stages of van life, though, man. It's really fun when you very first month that passes in the van and you don't have to put out that big lump of money for rent. It feels so good. Have I ever done a collab with Camping with Steve? I don't know who that is. So obviously no. Robin, Jan, how you guys doing? Nice to have you on here. What's Cruz doing? He's down here somewhere, chewing on his ball. Ron sees, hey Chrome, what's up, bro? Original weirdo here. Looking forward to yours and Cruz's summer adventure. Oh my gosh, me too. Shove her in the bush and stay safe. Thanks, man. I love it when my YouTube membership people comment because it shows me who they are on here with a little logo on it, or if they've been a long time member, they show me with the box around their name, which is awesome. I wish they did that for Patreon too, but YouTube is trying hard to kind of not make us creators, like trying to get creators to use YouTube memberships instead of Patreon. There's a few more things that YouTube memberships would have to offer me before I would shut my Patreon down. And so far, they haven't. I've made some requests for it, though. Am I going anywhere for the summer? That way. Way that way. John, thanks for the super chat. I always like it when people don't miss an episode. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the love. You want to do some stuff now?
You want me to do some stuff?
Yeah, you can do it now.
What's that?
You can do it now.
What do you want me to do?
Answer questions.
All right.
Okay, let's give you a question.
Okay.
Okay, let's start asking him questions now. Are you single? No, they didn't ask me that. I emailed you this morning. Can you answer that one? That's what it said.
Yeah, so we haven't got to the emails yet.
Who is this? Who is this guy?
Just some random from the street.
Yeah, just brought some kid in here. Is that yours? Don't answer.
Found that one too.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, Sue. You remember Sue?
Yeah.
The
Sue, Sue, how you doing?
the only lady that showed up on my. I had a meetup in Victoria once. That my channel was very small back then. She was the only one that showed up.
Yeah. Had some drinks at which one?
Phillips.
Phillips
Phillips
right,
Brewing.
yes.
Yeah. Is your wife a redhead?
No, just the kids.
How did that happen?
Just turns red when it fills in. So,
Ah, you're half redhead.
yeah.
You're red face.
Just the bottom half.
You're red face. Are you a weirdo?
Yeah.
I hang out with them.
He's like, yes. Is dude into van life?
I keep saying I'm going to, but yeah, I
say
don't
no.
know.
Where are women?
Me too.
Poo? Women are poo? That's how you said? Women are poo? Hey, where'd you get the cookies? You guy doesn't.
Fire.
Okay. That's the girl that's gonna make us some food from
Oh, perfect.
from up there.
Okanagan.
Are you Paul Jr. from American Chopper?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Where is the cat lady?
In your face.
In your face. I don't have a cookie stash. He has a cookie stash. Man, why? I think this one's for me. What, man? Why have you been so lazy with making content?
My apologies. I try to keep up on that, but the camera's not working properly.
Have you guys seen what's been going on inside of my shop lately? It's not that I've been lazy making content. I've been making content every day. It's just when there's people in my shop around me all the time doing stuff or needing my time, I never get the time to upload content. So all my days, I film every day. There's not a day of my life that you guys don't get. So right now, my videos are on like a 6 or 7 day delay. Like the videos you've been watching are like from last week. So those videos will be coming out. It's just been hard. Like there's been days when Emmy's been here and I just got too caught up with coming in here, helping her do her van. And I never ended up getting a video edited that day. Definitely not lazy. That's one thing I can say for damn sure is that I am not a lazy YouTuber. Man, I produce more van life content than any channel out there in the van life niche. How can I send you a Tim Hortons gift card? Janice, thank you. You can actually go on to timhortons.ca or .com website and just, you can buy the gift card from the website and they will email it to me. So you can just send it to whatever email you find in my video descriptions.
Or you can go there and buy it.
Huh?
I didn't go there.
And then they have to give it to me. Like they might be in another country.
Good.
Good. This kid's great. Kid's like good. Do I get YouTube fatigue filming? No, I don't get fatigue from filming. I do get fatigue sometimes because producing this much content is more work than you guys could ever imagine. It's insanity. But I enjoy it. But no, I don't get tired of doing it. Sometimes I just run out of time. With everything going on, with the shop coming together and everybody coming into the shop getting work done, it's just hard to find time outside of that to edit. That's why sometimes you see bigger channels have an editor that edits all that footage. If I had an editor, man, we'd be busting out videos 2 times a day. We do enough stuff in a day that I could film so much content. It's just the time for editing is the longest because every morning we're talking, 3 to 5 or 6 hours, depending on the day of just editing. That's why I wake up at 4 o'clock. So by the time I finish editing, finish getting the thumbnail done and uploaded, I can start my day by 9 or 10, usually 9. That's why I get up at 4, or I try to these days. Yeah, well, I've been sleeping in lately. So yeah, someone just said we see it on the other channels, videos first. Emmy is quick because Emmy only films every other day. I film every day. So that's the difference. So because she'll film, she'll edit the next day, she'll upload, she'll film, she'll edit, she'll upload. For me, I gotta wake up, edit, film, edit, go to bed, wake up, edit. It's doesn't stop. It's constant. Who is with me? I don't know. This dude just walked in my shop a little while ago. He's not drinking my beer, so he's cool to stay. Beardy?
Hello, Beardy.
Kimberly, thanks for joining YouTube memberships. Have I ever considered a 270-degree awning? I like the idea of the 270-degree awning, except where your awning is put on your van is what limits you from using that full turnaround. So if my awning was towards the back of the van, I could use that bat wing section on it to go around the back. But the problem with that is now the awning wouldn't be over my side door because the awning isn't long enough to cover the door and span around the back. I think they're really awesome. They're really great for smaller SUVs or minivans, which allow you to spin it around. But even spinning it around in a minivan is pointless because the back door of a minivan opens up and now you got to cover from that. Those spanning ones are really good for SUVs. Like if you're out there and you're building an overland rig out of an SUV, those ones are really awesome. Just stick your head in there. If you put your head in it and then you tighten it, I think I'm just gonna walk this way. Put it in this one. Put your dad's head in this one. Your dad's head will fit in that one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Would I spend winter in the USA? If we keep getting snow here and I can't get backcountry access here, then yeah, possibly. Because normally I like winters here because you can normally the backcountry here we can access in the winter because we don't get snow, but if we keep getting winters like this, yeah, I very well might end up in Arizona. Do I have a date that I'm trying to have the ambulance finished by? No. That's going to take a couple of years to put together. I would like to see this thing painted before I leave this year. And I was talking to the company just down the street from my shop that does bumpers and roof racks and stuff all out of aluminum. So I was talking to them the other day. If we can get this painted in enough time, I might be able to get the bumpers and the roof rack system and the whole back door system. I want to put a ladder up the back with a storage container on the back door for like all aluminum like rack system so I can put all my recovery gear in the back. I'm hoping to get some of the exterior finished by the time I leave in May. Will I get it painted before I leave? I don't know. That's it. We have a lot of work to do on that thing. Mark the paint guy, better hurry up and get down here. Let's get started. Can you bring me some cookies? Kids bringing junk food in my shop and not giving me any. He doesn't like me. Answer Wilson. Who's Wilson? Let me find. Well, I don't see anybody named Wilson in here. I don't see a Wilson. Sorry. Someone just like, answer Wilson. Sorry. Say hi to Wilson Fernandez. Hi, Wilson Fernandez. How are you? I don't know who Wilson Fernandez is or why I'm saying hi to him, but everybody seems to say hi. Say hi to Wilson Fernandez.
Hey, Wilson Fernandez.
I need cookies too. Some people in here, I was like, I need cookies. Wilson has 23 people watching me at his house. Wicked. We're having a party at Wilson's house. We're having a party at Wilson's house right now.
Awesome.
Cheers. I'm the only one in here drinking. Are you going to share some of those with Wilson and the crew? I want some. Can we squish one of the gummies in here? Like squish it, like flatten it. Oh, did you put them all in your mouth? Yeah, gross. Nothing a mouthful of them in there. How did the Ischool refrigerator work out for Jeffy? So far, the Ischool fridge has been really, really, really good. He's had no problems with it. It seems to turn on every day. And the reason why I said yes to getting that fridge for Jeffy Bear was because Ischool makes a fridge that looks like mine. It's got the same footprint as mine. It's square. And I just wanted to try out the brand because if mine ever dies, then I know which brand to buy next because the company I bought mine from, they don't make it anymore. So if mine ever breaks and I can't get the parts to repair it, then I'm going to need to buy another fridge. The Ischool makes a really awesome gray one, but it has dual lids on the top. So it has a lid on the fridge side and a lid on the freezer side. And I wish mine had that because I get a lot of frost between the two chambers because when you open up my big lid, there's just two little plastic lids that kind of break up the compartments. And the cool air from the freezer side gets over into the other side and causes frost on the bridge line there, which is a giant pain in the butt. So the Ischool one has dual lids, so you wouldn't have that problem at all. So yeah, I've never used the fridge. Jeffy's just got the small one, but it still works. That's all you really need to know about a product is, does it still work? Yep. Is it cold? Yep. Best cell phone coverage in Canada. You want to answer that one?
None.
If you're talking about data,
They're all horrible.
they're all horrible. Unless you're rich.
Yeah.
If you're rich, then you can get the big plans. But otherwise, we don't have unlimited data out here. It is not a thing.
Well, they just came out with that.
What?
Unlimited data.
Like a real unlimited data. Though.
Yeah. So what they do is, so you reach a certain point and then they just slow down your.
Yeah, that's not unlimited data though.
Well, I know. But
I have unlimited data, and it's not unlimited data. I bought the big plan. I have 100 gigs unlimited. That means you get 100 gigs of fast internet. After that, it goes back to like cell phone service of 1993, and they consider that unlimited.
dial-up.
Yeah, it was like dial-up. Like you just want to go look at something on YouTube, and it's like, please come back in 3 hours. Let me load.
Buffering.
Yeah, buffering. You can't even look at a picture, and it's like, nah, it's 1993 right now. I hated it when they said, oh, unlimited internet. I'm like, oh, thank goodness, because in the U.S., just across the border here, they have unlimited cell phone plans, but that means unlimited fast all the time, never stops. Our unlimited plans out here, you can either buy 25 gigs unlimited, which is 25 gigs fast, and then the rest of your life, the rest of that, after you use your 25 gigs, the rest of the unlimited is unlimited waiting time, waiting for that picture to load. That's what they mean by unlimited. Right? You just wait forever. This stuff sucks up here. Canada sucks. Elon Musk, will you hurry up and get that freaking satellite stuff finished for the mobile use? I need it. Is your vlogging camera phone on a data plan? No. So in order to use an iPhone without a SIM card in it, you need to put the SIM card in it, turn it on, set it all up. Then you can take the SIM card out and it'll act just as a regular camera without a plan. Christina, do you mind not rubbing that in? Christina's like, unlimited here. Thanks.
I hope your phone breaks.
Yeah, I hope your phone breaks, is what he just said. Renee, thank you so much. Chrome, I've been watching you for my first different media van tour. That was a long time ago. That's wicked. Super cool. Thanks for the super chat. Someone just said, I think a midget just walked behind me. If you're not talking about that, then maybe we have a midget ghost out of the ambulance. You never know. A bunch of people probably died in that thing. You see any ghosts? Yeah, it's pretty bad up here for cell phone service. Ever hit a deer on the road? Oh, thank goodness, no. I also don't like driving at night. So anytime it gets a little dark, I usually avoid it because in a situation like that, I don't want to harm the animal and I don't want to lose my home. So yeah, I usually try to avoid driving at night because that's usually when those situations happen is early in the morning and at night. During the day, you just drive cautious. But there's even on Vancouver Island, there's a ton of deer out here. What am I going to get my fishing tackle? I just about bought some the other day. It's coming. Sooner or later, I'll get it.
Come to my house, man.
Now I'm going to go buy myself some stuff. I want to buy my own. Thank you, though. Yeah, I'm going to take up fishing. Oh. Did you call me fat? You called me fat, didn't you? This kid just called me fat. He was just like, you're so fat. Get him, Cruz, get him.
We're talking about your mama.
Oh, that is so your kid, Daniel. That is so your kid. Oh, that was good. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. That was good. Okay. Oh my gosh. You know there's 1,100 people listening to you right now, right? What's wrong, Cruzy? Where's your ball?
It's under. It's stuck forever.
Oh, here's a good question. Am I still in contact with Jonah, the guy with the E350? Yes. Jonah messaged me the other day because he is selling his van, and I made him an offer. Did he accept it? No. So he's been in Germany for the last few years, and because of COVID, he can't be here. Give me a sec. Where's the ball, buddy? Jonah's been in Germany for the last few years, and his van has been sitting here in the Okanagan. And because he's not coming back, he's selling his van. It sucks because it's been sitting for a few years, but from what I understand, his ex-girlfriend's parents have been starting it, and I think they've taken it out a couple of times. But Jonah messaged me to see if I knew anybody that wanted to buy it, so I made him an offer, smaller one. I didn't offer him what he wanted for it, and he said he'd think about it. Yeah, if you guys want to buy a van, that one is for sale. If you don't know I don't know what his thing's called. Maybe one of my longtime followers on here will know. His van tour is on my van tours list. What size is my shop? It's 1,200 square feet, which means it's, I don't remember how big it is. I think it's 40 some odd feet by 30, something like that. 40 by 30. I know it's 40 feet long by whatever wide, whatever makes 1,200 square feet. Something like that. It's not a 40 by 40, but it's 40 by, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, Jonah's selling his van. It's got fairly decent kilometers. The only worrisome part is it's been sitting. So there you go, 40 by 30. Thanks, Coach. But vans are a little bit harder to find nowadays. You know, like they're getting expensive when they do find them, or people are trying to sell them and they're just sitting because they want too much for them. Like I paid $6,500 for my van. My van right now, like if it was just the bare bones empty van without any conversion done, just an empty cargo van, I've seen these things selling for 10, 12 grand. I'm like, that's why they sit there for sale forever, because nobody wants to pay double what they're worth. Prince Rupert has Anytime Fitness, just saying. Okay. Thanks. I wonder if they had that. I don't know if Prince Rupert had Anytime Fitness when I was there the other year. I don't remember. I might be going over that way when I take off on my trip this year. Instead of driving through, I may take the ferry from Vancouver Island, go over to Prince Rupert, and then head north from there. That way it saves me the commute on the drive that I've made before. Might as well just avoid it and take that multi-day ferry ride up over there. And can you go in my van? Yep. Yeah, the vehicle market is absolutely insane right now. Am I expecting any shortages from the truck driver protest? Our grocery stores are packed full. We've never seen anything like that. Is Biggie Smalls here? No, he's up at the house. He was down here playing with Cruz a little earlier. Biggie Smalls is adorable, though. The dog from up the house right beside me here, so cool. Just a cool little dog. Am I taking that e-bike with me this summer? No, I would have no room to live in my van if I took that with me. No, the e-bike's just going to stay around the shop. I use that as my stress reliever when I need to like get out of the shop and go rip up the neighborhood. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, no, it's not coming with me this summer. Yeah, Van Life Jr. Van Life Jr.'s bought their van for $1,000, and he's right. Vans are not $1,000 anymore. But Van Life Juniors, you might get $3,000 if you sell your van right now. Anybody who bought vans for $1,000, you could be flipping them for double or triple right now. That's for damn sure. Hey, Chrome, could you please put the name of the phone holder on your van's dash? I'm looking for one right now. It's called, I bought it at Home Depot. It's called, you guys see that? Steely. S-T-E-E-L-I-E. Steely mount. Yeah, just look them on Amazon, sells them. Steely mount. S-T-E-E-L-I-E. I bought it from Home Depot, but they do sell them on Amazon. Yeah, they're really good holders. I like them. The only thing that sucks is this damn thing on the back of my thing. It's the only thing that sucks about it. It's magnetic, but there is a plus side to this being magnetic. If you're ever somewhere and you want to put your phone on something, right? You want to work on something, you can leave your phone like on the side of the van or whatever, right? That's the only cool thing about it is, you know, you can stick it to things. And then that means that just other things stick to it too. Yeah. That's what old people do. Okay.
I found this one too.
That's my heater. That's my heater. The heat is on. Hey, Chrome. Chrome, make a shirt with you and Cruz. What's up with the totes? Like those totes? There's things in those totes. They're there because I don't want to see the junk that's inside of those totes. A lot of them are half empty. Like one's got coveralls, one's got like microphone stuff for if I ever DJ in the shop, and one's a little electrical miscellaneous stuff. And even on the front of my benches here, there's little totes that go all the way along. One says Ford E250 parts, one says ambulance parts, and so on and so forth. They're just little catch-all bins. If you grab something, you just chuck it in there. I have a bin over here that just says shop miscellaneous. So I know if I ever need like a clamp for the wall, it'll be in the shop miscellaneous box. Most of these bins are completely empty. Very small things in there. But, you know, as the years go on in the shop, things will start to accumulate. I know. It's just nice to have parts. And then I have a miscellaneous bin over here for anybody that works on things in here and they take stuff out of their van that's useful to another van dweller. I've been throwing it in a bin. So Jeffy Bear pulled out a smart isolator out of his van, and the isolator still worked. So I've now put that in a bin over here. That way, if somebody's ever here and they need a smart isolator, they can just take it out of the bin and kind of just pass it along to another van dweller, you know? Do I know the history of IPA? I know it starts here and it ends here. That's about all I know. That's it. Once it's done, it's done. What mic do I use for my voiceovers? My mom. So this is my voiceover mic. It's the Shure SM7B. In my opinion, one of the greatest microphones ever made. This is the one that I use to do all my voiceovers on my videos. Absolutely amazing. Hold on. That was also Slopey. Yeah, you're right. So the SM58 is, and it was weird because I'd go to the nightclub all the time and everybody's on the wireless mics. I always kept an SM58 as my wired mic in my booth because I like the sound of it. The SM58 is an awesome all-around mic, but for doing voiceovers, the I'm getting a little distracted. SM7 is this whatever 78B, whatever it was. That one there, probably one of the best studio microphones you could buy. That was also Michael Jackson's microphone of choice. Just a good mic. Yeah, the SM58 was my club mic. I used to have it in my bag, and the whole metal head on it was always dented. And it was funny because every time I get the mic, all my DJ buddies would laugh. I get a new mic because I lose one. I'd get it. I'd smack it on the counter because I like the dent on the side because I would always just rest it on my chin here when I talked. And that little dip felt good. I just smash my mics all the time. This question still keeps coming up. Why don't I just park at the shop instead of a street? Because I live in a van and I like living on the street. That's why I chose to live in a van, because it's fun. It's got a kind of cool feeling to it. I prefer that over even sleeping outside the shop, hands down. If I needed that safe place to sleep, I would stop living in my van and go get an apartment if that was the case. It's not the case. I love driving and finding a place on the road. I love hearing cars go by. I love being in a neighborhood I've never been in before. I just love the feeling of it. I love the adventure part of it. I love the mysterious side of it. You know what I mean? When someone pulls up in the middle of the night and you don't know what that is, I love that. I don't need that secure space. I really enjoy like going to sleep at Costco. I don't care. There you go. Sarah Rose, you said it best. Fresh air, new scene. Have I ever had a knock? I've had one knock in my life, and that was at the very first long weekend of the pandemic, and they told everybody to stay home. Nobody was allowed to leave. They made camping you couldn't do it. They said no camping. So the town that I was in is a very big tourist town at the time, and literally that town was loaded full of like RVs and campers with trucks with big campers on the back and like 5 or 6 family generations with the bikes hanging off the back. So that whole town, they dispersed all the police, the conservation officers. They all took off into the backcountry and they found everybody that was camping, and everybody who was camping was told to get out and go home, that you are not allowed to camp right now because of provincial laws. So I got a knock at that time from a very, very cute police officer. As soon as she knocked, Cruz came running to the window, and she was adorable. I wish I would have got her number. She was super cute. But she just said, "Hey, I've seen your van around. You've been around town a bit over the last month." I'm like, "I have." She's like, "Okay, I'm going to give you a different story than the others. All the other campers, I told them to go home. But because you live in your van, I'm going to give you a place to go sleep in town. I'm patrolling in town tonight. I'll leave you alone. Go to the outside of town, and there's a rest area overlooking Lillooet. Go park up there, and I'll leave you alone." So that's what I did. My first and only knock living in a van, and it was a really good experience, but it was damn COVID. Stupid, silly, dumb restrictions on, no being allowed in the backcountry. Why is COVID going to get me in the bush? I don't get it. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to stay away from people. And then people come to my van to knock to be really close to my face. I'm like, isn't this like, leave me alone? Like, really? Leave me alone. I'm getting out here because I want to be out here because I don't want to be around you. I'm like, aren't you breaking COVID laws right now, lady? You're within 6 feet of me. I'm in the bush. I wasn't that far out. So when I turned around from that scenario, there was vehicles all over the place. They were kicking campers out from everywhere. They were down at the campgrounds at the bottom of the road. I was just up a side hill. Sweet. Chrome, keep being awesome. Am I awesome? Shut up. Here's a question for you. Do you ever go into the bush and pitch a tent?
How do I answer that one?
Don't answer. Don't answer. Okay. Behave yourself. Jeff Mitchell, thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Sorry. Would I ever do voiceover work? No, I do YouTube full-time for a living. I don't need any more work. Like even him, he always offers me to come down and mow lawns for his company. No. No, thanks. I don't care how much he offers me. I've got a job. I don't need another one. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. Sitting down reading a script doesn't seem exciting to me. Like doing voiceover work for me is a little different because it's me telling my own story. But to sit down and read a script for somebody else doesn't seem something I would like to do. Slopey says every morning is the answer to that one. So to answer that question, yeah. It's at our age, that's a good day. You're like, whew, we made it another day. Brandon says, say hi to Emmy for her. I support her through all of her mental health. Emmy's not here. Doc Black says, Chrome's luck. He gets a knock from the police officer. He gets a knock and the police officer is so hot at first he thinks it's a stripogram. I'm like, oh, Dana, did you buy her for me?
I don't like his nails.
Who?
I don't like his nails. Cut his nails.
Yes, sir. This kid's bossing me around. Cut his nails. Okay. Okay, JR just said, I'm not going to read this out loud, but JR just said this.
It's lucky.
At 52, man, looks like we're good for a little bit. Thanks for that.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, something to look forward to. Woo. I was thinking like 47. I think by the time it was 48, 49, I'd be screwed. Do you put milk in the bowl first rather than cereal? You put milk first or cereal first?
I don't eat cereal.
I put milk first.
And then cereal on top? There you go.
No,
It's been a long time since I've had cereal.
What?
Chrome, if I went back to find that cop, no, I have not.
Milk is stupid butt.
Would I take $20,000 for the ambulance as it sits right now? No. The day I bought my ambulance, somebody offered me $25,000 for it, and I said no. That would have been a $10,000 profit like that. No. Because when it's done, it's going to be worth way more. So the point that's no. I think building this is going to be fun. It's going to be a good experience. I'm going to learn a few things, and it's unique. It's different than what I've been used to. So, you know, I think just the learning experience itself is going to be worth it for me. So, like the offer on it, done. I'm not going to sell it now. I'll sell it when it's done. Did you? Will the ambulance have a bathroom? Yeah, because I'm going to sell it to, because my plan is to probably sell this to somebody. So we'll probably put in a bathroom inside of this one. Even though if I built it for me, no, there'd be a bucket just like my situation now. But because of the resale value, possibly I may put a Nature's Head toilet in there. They're just, yeah, I don't know. I'm old school. I guess I started van life broke, so I'm used to just doing the bag and pail. But for resale value, what if a husband and wife buy it, and it's always the girl that's like, I'll never poop in a bag. Emmy, now that's a girl. Bro fist to Emmy. She'll poop in a bag. She don't care. She doesn't need no fancy Nature's Head toilet that expels the stink outside. So when the van dweller pulls up beside me, takes a poop, it blows it right out the side, right at my van. Thank you. Yeah, that's usually where I see the most is when it comes to like a couple. It's usually always the lady in the crew that's like, no, we need a bathroom. The comments today, right? There's some crazy ones in here. Traveling freak show, the bucket pooping gets old, but it works fine. So if you really look at it, whether I buy a $10 pail from Home Depot and a $10 little toilet seat lid, and I poop in a bucket for $20 with a bag in it, versus putting a $1,500 Nature's Head compostable toilet in there, which it's literally a $1,500 plastic pail with a fan that blows the stink out. Then you got to buy stuff to put in it. You got to, after you poop, you got to turn the thing to rotate the poop into the, it's a $1,500 bucket. I'd rather use a $20 bucket. If you want to really think of it that way, and you don't got to like deal with it and then take that thing out, take it to the thing, dump your, seems like too much. I'm old school. Iron Wolf, thank you. Living in a van would be an upgrade. I lived in a Dodge Power Wagon 1977. Wicked. Thanks for the super chat. But you never know. I say this now because I've never had an experience with the Nature's Head. I just know they're very expensive. If I put one in here, I may tell you different, or I may just be preaching the old school way. We'll find out, because this one will probably have that expensive $1,500 bucket to take a poop in. So I'll tell you guys sooner or later. I'll let you guys know my opinions on either. Uh-oh. The heaters of the gas have just shut off. We're going to freeze to death in here now. Sound crazy? Our heater just shut off. It's running low on fuel back there. Yeah, Hobie, it never fails. I'm telling you, if you don't live in a van Hey, what's up, Badge? Nice to see you on here. If you don't live in a van, then you don't understand how much this bathroom subject comes up. We could be hanging around a campfire, drinking some beers with a bunch of van dwellers, and sooner or later, they're talking around the campfire at each other about how they poop. It's just a stupid thing van lifers do. It's weird.
And we poop in their pants too.
Do you really? Do you poop in your pants? Does he poop in his pants?
Yes.
Once in a while.
Once in a while. Hey,
He
this
poops in his pants if he goes to the big M.
to the big M.
Don't.
And then if he eats,
See, like that's the plus side. That like there's only two times in life you're allowed to poop in your pants. One, when you still have diapers, when you're a kid, when you're a child. But when you get old, they make adult diapers too. So adults are allowed to poop in diapers too. It's those middle years that you're not allowed to poop in your pants.
like Daddy.
Yeah, he can wear diapers. He's old enough.
Why does he poo his pants?
He could just poo his pants if he wants. He's grown enough to clean it up.
No. Just my ugly.
What are you doing? You squish your finger again?
No, Daddy's finger.
So yeah, guys. Anyway, on that note, you guys are still on. There's still 1,000 people on here. If you're in the U.S. and you want your van tours filmed, email us at vantours. I'm gonna write it down in here. Van Tours USA at Vancity vanlife.ca. I just put it in the comments there. I'm gonna pin this to the top. Pin it. So it's at the top. So if you're in the US and you want your van tours filmed and you're on the Oregon coast or San Diego area or anywhere like Lake Havasu or Quartzsite and stuff, Paul is down there right now. I think he's in Seattle. Then he's making his way through the Oregon coast. So if you are van lifing down there anywhere and you want to meet Paul along his route and get your van tour filmed and edited by me and put on the channel, email that email address right now and get your name on the list, and Paul will email you if he's getting close to you. Pretty awesome, you guys. Anyway, I've been on here for 2 hours and 43 minutes, and I'm done. I'm going to go hang out with my buddy. The second I say bye, he's going to be like, okay, we got to go. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks, everybody, who giving me super chats today and all the love from me. And I'm going to go outside and find this kid's cookie stash because I want cookies. Okay, guys. See you soon.
To my dad's house.
You have cookies in the van.
No.
Yeah, you do. I'm going to find them.